What's up, life warrior? Have you ever felt busy but not intentional? Or like you're doing a lot but still feeling slightly off track or disconnected? Or you've been getting a lot of stuff done but somehow you're feeling a bit unproductive? I've been there. Let's talk about it. Many people want clarity, they want discipline, and they want self-trust in their ability to do those things. But a lot of people don't know how to hold all three together without burning out or feeling overwhelmed. So today I want to talk to you about Kriyā Yoga and how Kriyā Yoga offers a simple, grounded framework for living on purpose. Not just someday, but today in real life. Welcome to your Monday message. I am Dharma Shakti, your host, with your weekly dose of something inspirational, bringing you yogic philosophy for your modern day application. This week's Monday message is about intentional living and really emphasizing this topic of Kriyā Yoga from the Yoga Sutras, chapter 2, verse 1, of course, written by Patanjali. So the Yoga Sutras teach in chapter 2, Kriyā Yoga. And the Sanskrit verse from this verse 1 is Tapaḥ svādhyāya īśvara-praṇidhānāni Kriyā Yoga. Here's a nice, easy translation. Discipline, self-study, and surrender are the yoga of action. So, this is introduced early in chapter 2, which focuses on practice that brings about transformation. Kriyā Yoga is not an abstract philosophy. It's yoga as lived, which is sometimes a little different than some of the other philosophical texts that you read. It's really a practical path for reducing your own suffering and aligning your life with truth and your truth. So what is this teaching really pointing to? Let's talk about it. It's trying to convey this message of intentional living requires balance. It doesn't happen just through force alone, and it doesn't happen through introspection alone, and it doesn't happen through surrender alone. Let's break down the Sanskrit words that are really important in this verse. Tapa, or tapas. This is disciplined effort, showing up, the willingness to show up. We have svādhyāya. This is self-study, self-reflection, and radical self-honesty. īśvara-praṇidhānāni is surrender. It is about devotion. And it's really about trusting in a higher intelligence or a higher source. So let's talk about some core insights that we can get from this verse that apply to our modern day life. Look, when these three things work together, action becomes aligned instead of exhausting or self-defeating or even self-degrading. I want to really convey 5 core messages from this verse that you can walk away with. Number 1, intentional living requires effort. Growth doesn't happen by accident. And Tapaḥ asks, where am I willing to show up consistently? Core message number 2 is awareness must guide your action. Without svādhyāya, effort becomes unconscious striving. Reflection turns habit into wisdom. Core message number 3, you are not meant to do this alone. īśvara-praṇidhānāni reminds us to release control and to let life meet you halfway, that there is a divine plan. Number 4, burnout comes from imbalance. Too much discipline equals rigidity. Too much introspection can lead to stagnation. And too much surrender equals passivity. When we only have surrender without introspection, without action, it just leads to passivity and nothing really changes. Aligned action is the medicine. This is the last core message here. Kriyā Yoga is how intention becomes embodiment. And this is what yoga off the mat really, really looks like and is. So let's get to some reflective questions. Let's actually apply some svādhyāya here. Where in my life am I pushing without reflection? I'm just pushing. And where am I reflecting but maybe not taking action? I'm kind of like in analysis paralysis. And what am I being asked to surrender control over to right now? Like what needs to be surrendered? Which of the 3, effort, inquiry, or surrender, do I need more of this week? And what would intentional living look like in one small choice today? Here is a simple integration practice that you can apply this week. It's called the Kriya check-in. Maybe spend 5 minutes a day doing this. Ask yourself, tapas, check in with tapas. What is one intentional action I will take today? Svādhyāya, what am I noticing about myself right now? And īśvara-praṇidhānāni, what can I release or trust today? And you can anchor this check-in with breath. Inhaling, I show up. Exhaling, I let go. Maybe you do that before you do this little check-in. Listen, you don't need to overhaul your life to live intentionally. You need presence. You need radical self-honesty. And you need trust that is practiced daily. Kriyā Yoga reminds us that action becomes sacred when it's aligned. Effort becomes sustainable when it's balanced with surrender. So trust yourself, trust the practice, and let your life become your yoga. I would love for you to journal on one of the reflected questions a day, or all of them. I'll drop them down in the description box below so that you can read them. And please share this message with someone who is craving more alignment in their life. And ask yourself, how can my actions this week become more intentional? At least this one thing. Ask yourself, how can my actions this week become more intentional? Listen, if you like this message, do me a huge favor, hit that like button down below. It helps boost this video into the algorithm, so maybe somebody out there who is looking for some alignment and intentionality can find this video too. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what landed. Let me know what was challenging to hear. I would just love to hear from you and how you are processing this content that you're receiving from me today. And if you would like to do more work with me, head over to my Empowered Living community. I'll put the link down below. Definitely become a member. It's totally free. And you can get a PDF, downloadable PDF journal prompt for this video. For every Monday message, I make an in-depth journal prompt for you, much more in-depth than the questions that I have posed to you here today. Today's a good one. I highly recommend that you become a member. Hit that button that says classroom. When you're in there, go to the Monday messages and you will find each video, and they each have the PDF to download. Also, you don't want to miss out. You want to join this community. February 10th, I'll be doing a free online workshop called From Drift to Direction. If you are looking to have more direction, if you're feeling kind of stuck in your life, this workshop is for you. Everything I'm offering is personal development through the lens of yoga philosophy, and I would love to support you in your growth. I want to support you in your transformation, and I am here to empower you during that process. So let me into your life. Let me be your empowerment coach. Join the Empowered Living community. There are many ways to work with me in there, and I hope to see you in there. Until next time, I hope you have an amazing Monday. Remember to be intentional this week with those 3 things. And I'll see you next time. Sending you all my well wishes. Namaste.